sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Niners and the Lions. All that and more coming up next.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Purdy going to the air right away. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
Purdy gets this one to use check. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Purdy off the play fake. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Purdy now on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. It'll be a gain of 5, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 3rd down.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Here's Purdy. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And this one is right through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a former #1 overall pick coming off one of his best seasons ever in year 7 of his career, now in year 8, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within 1 quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Able to avoid him at the 40. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
2nd and 10, Goff again. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Goff. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now Purdy. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
25 yards that time.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Purdy looking to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. McCaffrey going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this time he is in. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. From the 50, it's Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down and 6 now. Here's Goff. Open man, downfield is Reynolds. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Badgley's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Khalif Raymond now. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers.
Juwan Jennings.
28 yards.
And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
The extra point try now for Moody.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So here come the Lions now.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Now gone. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
On first down, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Goff now looking to throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 41 yards. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 21. On play action, they'll throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Here's Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Now Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. A good pickup there at 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back now at Ford Field. This is 2nd and 8. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Purdy will set up to throw it here. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And Detroit getting set to go now. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
To throw on second down is gone.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down. Goff now to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Goff throwing again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third and 2.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.